Students, welcome back once again. Okay, as you know, we are discussing about exam success series. These videos I have made for especially for the students who are preparing for the entrance examination like ESET and APSET and other examination which are conducted at different state levels. It is entry masterclass as already discussed. Today is our chapter 9, that is digital electronic core concepts. Please remember, we only discuss only important points, and after that we'll have some MCQ which are important, which I feel that it is very important and you should all prepare. So it is an exam success series, that is diploma to degree for subject electronics, and today's topic is digital electronic core concepts. Okay, so let's go to the next page and start our work. So today we will be discussing few of the topics, and please remember, I will not go very detailed. If you want to check details, please write to me, please subscribe to my channel, and please tell me what exactly your requirement is. According to that, I will give the complete information or the videos. Okay, numbering system, first topic. Binary number system has two different numbers, that is 0 and 1s. So that is why we call it as a binary 2. Okay, then you have a two digits 0 and 1. Okay, example are 1 0 1 1 or 1 0 0 1, or likewise only two digits 1 and 0. Okay, next is octal, that is 8. It stands for 8, that is digits 0 to digit 7. Okay, so 8 and 7. Okay, 8 digits will be there, base will be 8 and digits will be 7, like 7 5. Okay, total it comes to 8. So it's in the bracket, and you can see on the down it is written 8. Then it comes to the next one, that is we call it as a decimal. So the base number is 10, right? Digit is 0 to 9. Examples are 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to 9. Okay, right? Then comes the latest one, the hexadecimal. Okay, so base number is 16, digit are 0 to 9. The only difference is A to F. Suppose example is 1F, the digit is 16. Okay, so second number as letter as I added here. Okay, the conversions are what? How the conversion then? Binary to decimal, decimal to hex, and a hex to octal. Okay, vice versa, both the things. All right, so digital number systems allows to develop efficient method for storage and transmission of digital information. That is the main reason why we use it. Okay, convert information from one form to fulfill the need of applications. Okay, so whatever the application is required, for the application it is required, it will fulfill the information. Okay, now you can see on the left, on the right hand side, we have given you number system chart. Same thing what I have explained you, it is written. So again, one more topic, one more point is left over, that is provides method of representing different type of information like text, numbers, images, etc. So that is the main reason why we use the number system. Let's go to the next topic, please. Okay, the next topic is very, very important, which when we start digital electronics, everybody has to learn about this. That is called as logic gates. Okay, so please remember, truth table, output, and the symbolic representation of logic gates are very, very important. It is the base. So basic building block of digital electronics are nothing but gates. Types of gate, different type of gates. And suppose we start with and A and D. Output 1 only if all inputs are 1. Suppose A and B are the inputs, as you can see on the right hand side. So output is 1. Okay, OR gate. Second is OR gate. Input 1 if at least one input is 1. It should be 1. Either can be 0 also. It should be 1. That is OR input. You can see on this A and B, F is equal to X plus Y. In the previous case, F is equal to X multiple of Y. That is an AND gate. So this truth table and output and input, that is high and low, that is 0 and 1, you have to compulsory read, or you have to compulsory memorize it. Then come to the third one, NOT gate. Output is inverse of input. Inverse. This NOT gate is very important when we study the operational amplifier. Okay, so this is very, very important. Let's discuss some more gates. That is NAND gate. That is NAND is nothing but AND followed by NOT. Okay, NAND followed by and followed by NOT. So you can see A and B, and what is the output? F is equal to, you can just check it out. Then next comes to the NOR, or followed by NOT. I missed one letter here. That is T. So please remember it is T. So again, I will not discuss more about it, but you compulsory have to study about it. Okay. So next gate is XOR, that is input if one, that is input, output one if inputs are different. Output, we are discussing about the output here. Okay. XOR, we are discussing about output. It will be one if the inputs are different. Different means what? 0 and 1s. Okay. XNOR, output 1 if inputs are same inputs are same, 1 1 0 0, so output will be 1. Okay, so this is XNOR. So these are the all type of gates. Next topic, when we study about gates, you should also adders and subtractor. An adder adds to the binary number 1 bit at a time using carry from each step, whereas a subtractor subtracts one binary number. In one case it is adding carry, okay, and another it is subtracting, that is binary number from another using borrowing. It is borrowing the number. In one case it is carrying the number. Okay, that is the main difference between adder and subtractor. There is half adder adds 2 bits sum, 2 bits of sum. Okay, and some carry. Okay, full adder, that is adds 3 bits. In previous half 2, here 3. Okay, full adder. Half subtractor, same, subtracts 2. Full subtractor subtracts 3. Okay, then there is one more, this thing we have, that is a ripple carry adders. Okay, chain of full adders for multiple bit addition. Okay, so these are the arrangement of the full and half adders. You can see here on the drawing, and you can study more about this thing. I told you we are only discussing the important points which are for your exam preparation, or rather you can say we are revising it. Okay, right. Okay, next topic is multiplexer, that is MUX, a digital logic circuit which is capable of putting several inputs and generating a single output. Taking several input or more, single output, getting a single output. Okay, functions, where we use it, function, select one of the several input line to a single output. Control line N. Okay, you can see the control line is N. Select line second input. The application, data, routing, logic, functions, and implementation. There we use it. That is multiplexer, that is MUX. Same thing reverse, that is demultiplexer, that is also called that TEMUX, DMUX, right? A digital combination circuit which takes one input signal and generates multiple output. In the previous case, it was what? Multiple inputs, one output. Here, one input, multiple outputs. So these concepts you have to remember. Opposite of MUX, root, a single input, one of many outputs. Select line, choose which output line gets the input. N is important here. In previous case, second input we have discussed about control lines N. Here select the line, choose which output line gets the input. Where we use it? Memory, address, decoding, signal, and distribution. That is signal, distribution, and memory, address, decoding. Okay, so these are the points you have to remember. Okay, now we will come to the next point. That is next topic is decoder. There is a topic encoder and decoder. We will discuss about decoder. I have another video on encoder and decoder ICs and projects. You can go and check those projects, and I have discussed about that. Anyhow, so in digital electronics, a combinational logic circuit that converts an n-bit binary input code into M output, N to M output channel in such a way that only one output channel is activated for each one of them. That is, combination of input is known as decoder. So please remember, what is decoder? This N bit to M you should understand and you should be able to tell. Input is N bit. Output second bit, exactly one is active, one for each input combination, one for each input combination. Application where we use this memory addressing control logics that already we have in multiplexer and duplexer. What we have seen is that approximately same only. Okay, one more topic very important, that is comparator. Now, a comparator is an electronic circuit which compares the two inputs, okay, two inputs that are applied to it and produces an output. The output value of the comparator indicates which of the input is greater or lesser. Our logic in our operational amplifier, any of the 741 or any other operational amplifier, it is nothing but a comparator, that is A and B. So next point is compared to binary numbers A and B. Suppose inputs A and B. So A can be greater than B, A is equal to B, it can be equal also, or A can be lesser than B. Cascadable for large numbers. Where do we use it? In arithmetic units control system. So comparator is very important topic. Why? Because it's the base of your operational amplifier. Okay, right. Now we'll study one more topic that is called as flip-flop, which is used as a timer clock in any 555 or 555 timer IC. So what is flip-flop? 1-bit memory element it is. Okay, types SR flip-flop. You have to remember these are when we ask about types of flip-flop. SR flip-flop, D flip-flop, that is stores data. JK flip-flop, toggle possible. Then you have T flip-flop, that is only toggle. H triggered clock versus level sensitive. Okay. Okay. Next is one important part. Please remember, again, I'm telling you, these are very big topics, but please remember, I am telling you only the points. So next topic is memories. Different type of memories, RAM, ROM. Then you have a SRAM, DRAM, PROM, EPROM, and so many other ROMs will be present. So we will probably networking and memories, we will study about this more. On the right hand side, you can see a chart that is volatile and non-volatile memories, two type categories. Non-volatile means which cannot be erased. Volatile means which automatically get erased. RAM, DRAM, and SRAM are volatile memories, and ROM and hybrid. When we see about ROM, that is WORM and EPROMs. That is non-volatile memory. What is WOPOM overall? That is read once, only read once. You can read once and read many times also. So this is a new type of this thing. And you have in hybrid, you have flash and memories. We'll study about this in a later classes. I will explain you. I will try to explain you in the later class. Anyhow, one more topic is left, that is DA and ADC converter. Very, very important. So ADC in modern technology development process is the transmission of voice communication system from a outdated analog signal. Okay, outdated analog signal processing to more advanced voice over IP or VoIP. So outdated signal, that is analog signal, when we convert to digital, right? That is analog to digital conversion. DAC, converting digital data back into analog signal, it's exactly reverse, like audio to speaker. Okay, right? Audio signal are converted to speaker. Speaker will have analog signals. All right. So DAC, digital to analog, converts binary data to analog. Voltage and current, it can be voltage and current. ADC, analog to digital, converts analog signal to digital code, right? Coding, that is coding. If it isn't, it is compulsory, ADC is used. Key parameters, that is, what are the key parameters of this? Resolution bits, sampling rate, conversion time. Okay, where it is used? Signal processing, sensors, interfacing, audio video system. You can see two diagrams, that is sampling analog signal and sampling digital, that is DNA, and one is AND. So let's go to the next and the important part, not the topic, that is few of the MCQs I have taken. The binary equivalent of decimal 25 is 1101. So these has to be done with the practice. Okay. Second question is, which gate output 1 only when both inputs are different? That is XOR gate. When you go for the truth table, you will understand this. Question number 3, a full adder has how many inputs? Right? It has 3. Okay. A, B, and carry in. That is the correct answer. Okay. Let's go to the next. That is fourth. The multiplexer perform the reverse operation of multiplexer. It is exactly reverse that just now we have seen. Fifth one is a 3 to 8 decoder has how many output lines? It has 8 output lines. The first slide, what I have already shown it to you. Question number 6. The output of a comparator indicates, what does it indicate? Relation between two numbers is the correct answer. Then let's go to 7th. Which flip-flop has toggle feature? JK flip-flop has a toggle feature. The answer is JK flip-flop. Volatile memory is the next question. Volatile memory is RAM. Just now we have seen the chart. Okay, RAM is the volatile memory. Question number 9. That is in a DAC resolution depends on what? Number of bits, because bits are the digital, that is digital to analog conversion. It is very, very important. So correct answer is number of bits. Right. So 10th question, which is universal gate? So NAND is an universal gate. We call it as universal gate, NAND, the correct answer. Next question 11, that is in an ADC, sampling rate must be at least equal to signal frequency, twice the signal frequency. That is, we call it the Nyquist rate. Okay, that is twice the signal frequency is the correct answer. Finally, last question, which is non-volatile memory? ROM. Very simple. Okay, so I hope you understood this, all these 12 questions. If you have any questions, please do write to me. Please study, and all the best for your examination. Please subscribe to my channel. If you find it good, please share with your friend. Thanks for watching. See you in the next class.